and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we are going to talk about celebrating our nation's birthday at one of our nation's most historic sites, and that's Fort Monroe. My guests are Glenn Oder from the Fort Monroe Authority, and continuing the military theme, Captain Kevin Whitlatch from Langley Air Force Base. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
This is a long and proud tradition of celebrating at Fort Monroe, and you guys have great stuff planned, right?
We're very excited again to have Fourth at the Fort at Fort Monroe. It's we consider it an all-day event. There's so much to do at Fort Monroe, and it's such a great place. So we encourage people to come out early in the morning, get a good parking spot, enjoy the beaches, go visit the Cape Museum. You've got restaurants. You've got the Dead Rise restaurant. You've also got the Paradise Ocean Club. Have a great day at Fort Monroe and get ready for our event, which starts at 6 p.m.
And this is a special year, right? This is the 100th anniversary of Langley Air Force Base. We've talked about that a lot this year, but also the Park Service, which we haven't talked about a whole lot.
Yes, it's the 100-year anniversary of the National Park Service, and so we're very excited to that we're actually doing this 4th of July celebration at a national monument right here in the city of Hampton. That's what makes it so exciting. And we open it up at 6 p.m. We're going to have some food vendors that'll be there so people can enjoy that. You don't need to go home for dinner. You can stay right there after your day at Fort Monroe. Then we also will have what we call community activity booths. And so there'll be various booths that will be set up. And in those booths, you can meet people from Peninsula Youth Sailing. You can meet people from the Hampton Roads Philharmonic Orchestra, Dogs on Deployment, the Cape Museum. There'll be lots of activities there for people to do and enjoy while they get to listen to a wonderful concert from Langley.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Tell us what that's going to sound like.
Yeah, for sure. We're excited to provide a full-on concert series band, the U.S. Air Force Heritage of America Band, which a smaller jazz ensemble will begin the festivities of the music at 7 p.m. and lead us right into the 8 p.m. Set, right up to 9:15 when the fireworks begin, which I'm sure Glenn will touch on here in a minute. And at 8 p.m., the full band will perform and start with the national anthem, at the conclusion of which we'll have a two-ship flyover from 2 fighter jets out of Langley Air Force Base, which we're super proud to see. And we're just proud to participate with not only the music, but just partnering with the City of Hampton and the Fort Monroe Authority. And it's such an important year for us as we celebrate our 100th year anniversary, kind of simultaneously on the 240th birthday of America. So really cool partnership we've been able to build for the last 100 years, and we're hoping to continue to celebrate that on July 4th on Fort Monroe.
It is, there's a lot of 4th of July things that you can do, a lot of wonderful things, and fireworks are always great. But I think, when you tie in together the historical setting and Fort Monroe's history, and you bring in the military, it is a really special experience.
It is a great place to come, and the opportunity to spend so much time right there on the waterfront, right on the bay. This is it's just such a beautiful place. You just feel relaxed as soon as you arrive at Fort Monroe, and so we want people to come out and spend the day, enjoy it, have lots of fun. Bring your family, bring your towels, bring your beach toys, play on the beach, and then hang around for what we think is one of the coolest fireworks displays around, right from the top of the fortress. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, what a great setting. For generations, people in Hampton and in all of Hampton Roads came to Fort Monroe for an Army celebration. When it was an active base, it was the place. I think the city probably sponsored the fireworks, and it was a partnership event, but it was very military-centric and an all-day event, and we can't quite duplicate that now, but this echoes that, and it brings that historical element of people who used to go out there as kids now bringing their kids to Fort Monroe for the 4th.
Yeah, it really builds on the history of what's happened at Fort Monroe for quite some time. And we're glad to be able to continue that. We try to make it as user-friendly as possible. We hire professional parking attendants that will direct people to parking spaces because we don't have a big parking garage or one big parking space at Fort Monroe, so we have to find.
You have a lot of parking.
We have a lot of parking.
It's spread out.
The nooks and the crannies, we call it. And so, but we'll have signage up to direct people to the beaches and to direct people where the fireworks are going to be and the band's going to be and the vendors are going to be, and especially where parking is going to be. We'll have special lights that'll come on when the fireworks show is over so that they can go back and find their cars and so
nice.
forth.
I hadn't thought about that.
And then you mentioned the partnership. Well, we still partner with the City of Hampton. I mean, we could not do this without the Hampton Police Department and the Fire Department. And the first responders are just there. They're helpful. They're giving up their 4th of July so that everybody else can have a great 4th of July. And quite frankly, the police department is very proud of the way they empty the fortress. Now, they will close the fortress. They'll close the access to the property at 8:30. So everybody who's listening needs to understand you cannot come on the property, no matter who you are, after 8:30. They have got to set up the entrance to Fort Monroe so that they can get everybody off of the property. And
it's sort of reversing all those lanes so they can't have people coming in when they're setting up to...
When you get in your car and you get in line to leave, there's no stopping. You're going down Mercury Boulevard or you're going through Phoebus, and all the lights throughout the city will be set up. You're going to the interstate and you're going down Mercury Boulevard, and you can figure it out after that. But you're getting off the property, and it's worked out really, really well.
That's great. And I want to put in a plug for your beach because I know, well, unfortunately, too many people know about it now, but it used to be like this best kept secret because since those jetties were built,
yes,
it's like these wonderful little coves that the water doesn't get deep, there's not big waves. If you have little kids or grown-ups even who don't know how to swim, I mean, it is this wonderful, calm, you get the motion, but it is, you can wade out there pretty far. I mean, it's really good.
The beaches are absolutely delightful. 2 of the coves are actually groomed by the City of Hampton Parks and Recreation Department at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. So they're groomed and they're clean. There's no trash on the beaches. They also have lifeguards on the first 2 coves.
Yeah.
The other coves are a little bit more natural if you just want to sort of get away. But where else can you just pull right up to a seawall, unload your chairs and blankets, and literally just walk right across the boardwalk, and you're on the beach. And like you said, it's so wonderful with these jetties that have been built now and the scalloped coves that are in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of beachfront area. My grandchildren love it. Family members that I know from Richmond come down here for the day. They don't go to Virginia Beach anymore. They come to Fort Monroe.
Skip all that traffic. Who needs the bridge tunnel?
I said all the time, we need a banner that says don't spend your vacation in the tunnel. Turn left, go to Fort Monroe and Buckrow.
Yeah, exactly. And we should also mention Paradise Ocean Club because they do have day membership. You know, you can get in on a day pass. And if you're looking for more of an adult beverage environment and you're beaching, that is a place to go rather than the public beaches.
Exactly. But it is also family friendly as well.
Yes.
Again, I have family members that come from Edenton and Richmond, and they meet at the Paradise Ocean Club as opposed to going.
The pool with the slide. There's a ton of things to do there.
The kiddie pool, the pool. There's the lifeguards on the beaches. You can eat on the beach. You can eat in the snack bar. You can eat at the restaurant. There is a $10 cover to go onto the beaches or the pool, but quite frankly, that includes your chair and your umbrella. It's a vacation right here in the city of Hampton.
It's a good deal. I actually joined last year, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, fun place.
And they'll have activities on the 4th of July as well. So you can actually come to Fort Monroe, spend your day at the Paradise Ocean Club, and at 9:15, come on down and watch one of the coolest fireworks shows in the region, right on top of a historic fortress. Who gets to do that?
Yeah, so we do need to remind people that you really, to see these fireworks, need to be on the fort.
Yes.
It's not the kind that are going to go super high up in the air that you can see. You know, we used to go to the VA Center and not have to get on base and watch them from there. You have to be there. But it's a great show once you get there. You get the music experience and all the environment as well. So
yeah, who else has a flyover? So you want to be there and watch these.
That's right.
Watch our heroes as they fly over top of us. Well, how cool is that going to be? Then you get to listen to these guys as they play. But the fireworks are called a close proximity fireworks show. They're launched from the top of the fortress as opposed to off in a field somewhere. They actually create a spectacular show. They go about 100 to 125 feet tall. It's much like you would see at a rock concert or a sporting event or something like that. They've become very, very popular. It's an intense fireworks show. I mean, I've had people screaming there, this is better than New York.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, is there anything else you want to add before we close?
Well, we certainly want everybody to come in and have a safe day.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're thankful to the Fort Monroe Authority and the City of Hampton for asking the Air Force and Langley to be a big part of this. Obviously, we've had a phenomenal home here for 100 years, which, when you think about America's birthday on the 4th, is almost half of the 240 years we've been independent as a nation. Langley has been a big fixture of this community, and it only makes sense that we tie that in with the 100th year for us. And so, thanks to Glenn and his team and the City of Hampton, and we're excited about a fun day. It's important to celebrate our nation's independence and do everything we just talked about here. So thank you, sir.
And I want to extend a special thank you to you guys as well as the Navy. They're going to be playing at Fort Monroe all summer long.
Yes, I almost forgot.
We have our Thursday night summer concert series. And so, while 4th of July is going to be terrific, please remember that on Thursday nights throughout the summer, you can go to our website and see which bands are playing. But we've had a tremendous outpouring of community support for our Thursday night summer concert series. Now, as people are starting to realize that we've set up family-friendly activities for children, with chalk and with hula hoops and balls and so forth. So more families are coming out. I think we had 700 people at the last concert of the year last year.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
What a great way to spend an evening.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thank you. I hope you see you out at Fort Monroe for the 4th, for Thursdays, at the beach, anytime, but especially on the 4th.